Charles Darwin. He was the father of evolution and was an English naturalist. 5 years expedition in ship called HMS Beagle to Galapagos Island helped him write theory of evolution. In 1859, he published a book called Origin of Species, in which he put his theory of evolution in detail. Now, guys, let us talk about the second part of this chapter, evolution. Evolution is a tangible change in the heritable characteristics of a population over several generations. These changes can give rise to new species, or the species might change themselves to become better adapted to the surrounding environment or to the environment. Evolution is the most important part of this chapter, heredity and evolution. In year 2020, the whole evolution part was deleted due to COVID situations, but this time full chapter is coming. So I have done the evolution part. Now comes the origin of life, or we should say Haldane's theory. JBS Haldane is a British scientist who theorized that the life is originated from organic and lifeless matter. His theory was corrected and proved by Urey and Miller's experiment, and the theory was also known as abiogenesis. Now let us talk about fossils. There are the plenty of pieces of evidence to support the theory of evolution. Fossils happen to be the biggest of them. I want to add some more points to this topic of fossils, that fossils are the preserved remains of ancient animals or plants that died millions of years ago. Fossils help us to understand the anatomy, and even physiology of these organisms, and understand how evolution worked and lead to the formation of organisms that we see today in our daily life. Now let all of us understand how the formation of fossils happened. So they are formed by the following steps, which I am telling you. Organisms die and they get buried in mud and slate. Second, the soft tissue of the body get quickly leaving behind the hard bones or shells. Third, over time sediments build over it and harden into rock. Fourth, as the bones decay, minerals seep in to replace the contents cell by cell, process called as petrification. Petrification process. And the last point, if bones decay completely, it leaves behind the cast of the animal. In these 5 points, the formation of fossils happens. Firstly, they are buried in mud and slate. Then, the soft tissue of the body get quickly leaving behind. The hard bones and shells are left behind. Sediments are built over it and they harden into rock. Bones decay and then the purification process happens. And then lastly, when the bones are got completely decay, they leaves behind the cast of the animal, and this 5 process makes you to get fossils. Now let us understand what are homologous organs. Homologous organs are which they have similar structures but different functions. These are the examples. The most important thing in biology, we should write everything in examples. Example number 1, wings of birds and forelimbs of mammals. They both have similar structure but are modified to suit different functions. Second example canes of trendle of a pea plant and spine of barberry plant. They both are modified leaves but perform different functions. Secondly comes the analogous organs. They have similar function but different structures. Example number 1, wings of bat and wings of insects. Both are used for flying but structurally are very different. Leaves of opportunia and leaves of people. This is the second example. Both perform photosynthesis but leaves of opportunia are modified stem, whereas people leaves are normal leaves.